In this video, we got a ton of rain and a flash flood has hit the pond. So we're gonna be rushing down there, checking out all the damage, seeing what there is to fix, and heading up a Facebook Marketplace deal for a walkway to get out on it. And next, we're gonna be bass fishing the pond for the very first time with a very special guest. And to end the video, we're gonna be going out on another Facebook Marketplace adventure, and we're gonna be getting a John boat to put in the pond permanently. But oh yeah, there's no guarantee this thing actually floats. So let's get going. All right, this begins the journey. It is raining a little bit, but that's just part of it. The problem is that it is actually more than raining, it's actually flooding. So hopefully we make it back. I don't know. Might get to use this gangway as a little thing to get across the road somewhere if we need to, but yeah, we got the trailer, we're loaded up. This thing's 18 foot long, and our trailer right here is supposed to be 16 foot long. We got some straps, and we got some more straps, but should be pretty interesting, and we're gonna try our best to get this thing. Probably won't be installing it today, but we're at least gonna get it. That's our first step, so let's do that. Ethan, buddy, you ready for this adventure?
Yeah, I'm ready for anything.
What you got there?
A pistol?
You always need one for a good Facebook Marketplace adventure, don't you?
Yeah.
You ever been in a bad Facebook Marketplace situation?
No. I'm banned from Facebook, man.
Oh, what'd you do on Facebook? You ready?
Yeah, we might get wet.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about too. Fight They've done me good though. Little hash round.
Been good?
They're a little bit hot. That's good.
I see it right there. Looks good. That looked good on our pond, won't it? It looks sharp hanging off that pontoon. Right there it is, right behind that sign. Don't look like much, but it may not be, but good for what we do. Looks like two ladders put together, but I think that's pretty much what it is.
All of that, all of our neighbors, nobody was injured. No,
Anything about that, Ethan?
damage, nothing like that.
Big pontoon's gonna look sharp right there.
Yeah, you gotta do this right here, final drum. That ain't going nowhere.
Walkway to Greg, baby. One time. Objective number 1 complete. Obtain dock. Now we gotta, or walkway to Greg, technically. We gotta get back home, and then it's probably gonna be raining again. But yeah, next step, get this thing back home, and then we gotta start figuring out how we're gonna connect it to Greg. What do you think? You think it's good or what?
Yeah.
You think it'll work good?
It'll work good if we can hook it up to the back of the pontoon. I don't know, it might be a little wide. We might have to
I think it'll be good.
make something to go between it and the back of the pontoon. We could probably make it out of wood though or something.
Yeah, like a wood hinge or something like that.
Get a little spacer to go in there. We'll take,
You think it'll be stiff enough?
oh yeah. If it's not too heavy to sink the back end of the pontoon.
I think it'll be good. Yeah, to get here to the boat dock, we had to drive up a mountain. Whoever built this road really wanted to go fishing, didn't they?
Yeah, they really wanted to fish. Let me tell you something. That's what we found out the other day. I'm fishing that little puddle.
Ethan, can you tell us what happened?
Don't know. Do you got a towel in here?
For what?
I'm gonna try to look at the oil pan. Or the
A towel? Like
yeah,
to get on the
something I can
ground?
sit down here.
It's smoking out of there. Is that bad?
Well, that's
Is that normal?
too bad. Think nothing dripping.
No, not that I see, but there's also no oil in there. It don't look like.
I may go buy us about a gallon.
Yep.
In the meantime, I'm going to examine my walkboard because I have no automotive skill at all, but I do have a walkboard, so at least I'm not completely useless, I guess. Anyways, yeah, we was going down the road and it started going beep, 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 beep. And so here we are. You think we're going to make it home or what?
50-50.
Really?
If the oil pan's busted, no.
Geez, son. Might have to get a new truck, gotta get a new tractor, gotta get a new walkboard.
It's 5.3, should be all right. This ain't no Ford.
We'd tell them where they need to buy some merch so we can support all of our breakdown habits.
Well, we need to buy another 5.3, so go to www.kendallgrayoutdoors.com. Buy some stuff, because we gotta get another 5.3.
You know, If a tractor doesn't work out, then we could always just get a team of mules and just feed them grass.
Put about a quart of ice in it. There's 1 quart. Let's see how. Well, it's happy now.
Good?
Yeah.
We good to go, or we need to wait a minute?
No, we're good to go.
All right, let's try it, I guess.
I don't think it was that low oil, though.
Good old Walmart.
I don't know what's going on.
Ethan, what are you thinking? We have arrived at the location. We're about to make it up to the pond. We may have some water damage, maybe, because it is flooding, but we'll see what this turns into. This is the most water we've seen since we've had the pond, I think. So we've had a little bit of a history with the pond breaking and being very bad, but we rebuilt it. We're gonna see what happens now. The water over there is all the way up the creek. We're going to have to go into 4-wheel. Yeah.
I was looking over, it's coming out in 2 places, ain't
It's
it?
coming out a lot of places over there.
But that's the main holler over down here low. wasn't
It's this main holler, but the rest of the holler goes into the pond. That is not the pond.
it? This one over here is the holler going
That's the
uphill.
holler, yeah.
Going
This is
uphill.
the pond and everything behind it, which is a lot more. It's a waterfall. We need to name that waterfall. Drop a comment. What should we name the waterfall? Mammy fell down. That's what the falls is called. We can stop here and walk if you want. All right, here we go. Ethan's wearing Crocs, so good luck to him. You can roll that window up if you want. Just right here coming out of this little piece of the holler, ain't too bad. But it gets a lot worse whenever you factor in all of that is draining into the pond. We'll go check it out. Hey, there goes a hawk. Oh, thought it was a deer. Some kind of hawk or something. Probably eating a little mouse or something that's coming out of a hole or something. Anyways, on the drive down here, I took a look at my security camera. Here's what I seen. So this was at pretty well peak time for the flood. If you zoom in, you can see my picnic table is underwater. And even worse, my fish feeder's underwater, which means the electronics and the motor's underwater. Now that low-key stinks a lot because that thing was expensive and I ain't no electrician, so I don't know how to fix it. Then, when you pan over to the solar panels, you'll see that my controller that controls the fountain is also touching the water, which I don't know if it's touching the water enough to destroy it. Surely hope not, but that's underwater. Whenever you turn, you're gonna see that the pipe is underwater and it's going out the emergency spillway, so we'll check that out today. And if you turn on around, you're gonna be able to see Mammy fell down falls, and it is just gushing water. But now we're out here real time. We're gonna check this out and see what it looks like. Oh gosh, dude. I don't know if you guys remember this video right here. It's one that I've referenced a little bit lately, but in that video, I had a cheap fish feeder, but we had black bears here and they kept coming down and destroying that feeder. So I actually spent a good bit of money, a good bit of time installing a bear-proof fish feeder. Really cool, really bear-proof. Never really got to test it against bear. What it's not is waterproof, and I'm talking flood-proof. You can look at the security cam footage. The water has went down because this is kind of like a flash flood kind of thing where the water is draining out, but all the important stuff was underwater. And that makes me a little bit concerned because right now it's underwater, and right now the motor is still underwater. But back then, it was completely submerged. Maybe not the entire thing, but the motor was definitely submerged, and so that could give us problems. We're really just going to have to wait and see what happens for the rest of the rain, I guess. But so far, we've had some problems. So far, what I can see, fish feeder, definitely need to check it out when the water goes down. The duck house, need to figure that out. It's currently stuck on a stump. I think the water drainage is okay, and I think the solar panels is okay. But as for the pontoon and the dock, I think that's okay. The pipe and the dam, I think that's okay. But we'll give it some time. We're supposed to get more rain, and then whenever all the rain is gone, we'll come back and analyze everything for sure. And then we're gonna start working on the gangway, get that thing set up. Pretty cool, but also pretty scary because we know what happened last time. Well, we know what happened last year when we got a big rain. It wasn't good for the pond. Erosion. It's either coming out the bottom of the pipe or going around it. I'm pretty sure it's not going in the pipe, or the pipe's rusted out. I think the pipe usually is right there, where all that dirt is. So it's just made a tunnel. That's bad, right?
We might have to replace this pipe.
Luckily, this isn't anything like bad. It's just inconvenient. At least nobody's hurt or truly lost anything big. This is inconvenient because we're going to replace the pipe, but it's not actually bad. Like, there's a lot of... Oh, yeah? Inconvenient, but not terrible. We're okay. All right, guys, so it's been a little bit. We're back at the pond. It was wet the other day that we came here. That's why we wasn't able to drive the gangway up to the water in the first place. But I'm over here at Gary Pond, and we've been thinking quite a bit, how do we connect this thing together? Here's what we figured out. And by the way, Dad is walking over there right now to get the excavator, because we're going to need it to get this thing off, because it is heavy. Okay, very, very heavy. Anyways, go from this, super solid, and the whole thing is connected together. So I went ahead and did it, but I got these square tubing hinges. So that's the hinge. You can kind of see how it's going to work, kind of like a barn gate or like a farm gate does. We're going to have one just like it that can sit in there and hinge up and down. Also, I've did a little bit of improvement. I moved the fountain over here. So now the fountain's more in the middle of the pond, and it's running off of this right side panel. Anyways, we got everything pulled up here so we can work on it. We've went ahead and mounted the same size tubing right here to the motor part, so that we're basically going to go square tubing to square tubing hinges. That way it can hinge since the water level does drop in the summer. Should be pretty sweet. Now, watch your step right here, because there's still going to be a big hole there for now. Also, in the process of making all this happen, I did break that thing off again. I don't know if I ever showed you guys that, but I broke it off twice. I'll tell you this, I didn't realize there was as many steps to hook up a dock, okay? Apparently that one we did not do right, which is not really a big secret. But to do it right, you gotta think about anchors, where to anchor, how many anchors, the angle of the anchors, the hinges, how to hinge it, how to make the hinge not hinge the wrong way. Too much stuff, dude, too much stuff. It's really complicated, but once you get it fixed, it should last for a long time. That's the plan. We're wanting to do it right the first time and not have to worry about it pretty much ever again. Till a hurricane lifts it up and throws it over there or something. All right, guys, I got some cables. We're actually going out to check in on the pond and do a little work on it. But I think I'm going to go ahead and take one of the beagles, see what they can do running around a little bit, see if they might be able to find a rabbit while I work. As for the dog, we got Major Ambus, the milkman, to be determined. He's one of the newer dogs. Soap and Ed Special, but I actually think we're going to be taking a new dog. This one's a pretty shy dog, and I think every little bit we can get her out is going to be good. Come on, new dog. Come on, new dog. You ready to go run around a little bit? Oh, new dog's getting fat. Okay. Oh. Now we're going to go in the doghouse. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Get in there. No. Nope. Now let's get to the pond. The old field looking good. Hoping to make that be real good for deer. Anyways, hey, remember this, keep this in mind. The field, as we're driving up to the pond, on the left, the goal for the later in the year and throughout the year and in the fall is for me to be looking at this field and seeing deer in it. Just wanted to let you guys know, because that's the goal. Y'all keep me accountable. If I make this drive throughout the year and I don't start seeing deer, something wrong. Yeah, this is what I was about to say. There's something I haven't told you guys. Earlier in the video, we had a big storm, right? Whenever the pond actually flooded. Well, whatever was going on, I don't know with 2025, but we literally had another one like 2 days ago. And so I was riding up here not only to check out the pond, do some work on it, but also check out the trees. Luckily, I think we can drive around this, but that's some big old pine trees that are now on the ground. I'm about to get out here sometime soon with a chainsaw, maybe excavator or a tractor if I can ever get one. But that's kind of what I'm saying, guys. Every time there's a big windstorm, these big pine trees like to fall. So it's just a matter of time before we show up and there's gonna be a big tree just laying over the pond. And honestly, the fish will probably love it. Uh-oh, I'm gonna turn that thing on 4-wheel drive, I ain't gonna make it. Last time I was up here was about a week ago, and we were bringing up the gangway, and it seems to still be chilling, but we need to be getting that hooked up this week, honestly. We don't need to be waiting around for no reason. All right, we have arrived at the pond, and let me tell you what our main objectives are. So step one, let out New Dog. Come on, New Dog, come on. Still a little skittish, but it's just how it's gonna be, I guess. Great. Come on, here. Come on, here. Come on, here. Big loser. All right, figure it out. Jump off, I don't care. Objective number 2 is to get a little update on the solar panels that we installed in this video back in the fall. If you remember back in that video, me and my buddy Ethan, we set up 2 solar panels. One of which runs to a solar fountain, and the other which runs to a diffuser. And today, I'm gonna be giving you a little update. So first things first, let's turn on the solar fountain. We will turn this one on. And we've actually moved the spewer to the middle of the pond. That way, whenever we get Greg out there a little bit more, it shouldn't spray us. But it should grow, and I think it shoots up to like 8 or 12 feet tall. I mean, it's already taller than me, so I think it shoots up to maybe 16 feet, dude. I don't know. That's a big one. That's a big old thing. I ain't even gonna lie to you now. So we got that running at full capacity. Very nice. And now for the diffuser, which is like a bubbler at the bottom. You turn it on, it pumps water, and it basically mixes the water up and down, which helps a ton for the fish. This is where the problem comes in. I had cables connected to Greg from the solar panel. However, back in like December, with some massive wind, it broke the chains holding down Greg, and it just went flying. Therefore, the cables broke. And that's actually what I have that I'm gonna try to replace right here today. All right, it's been a few minutes. Let's see if New Dog has jumped down. And it looks like the answer is no. New Dog, come here. New Dog, come on. New Dog, what are you doing? It's not that big of a drop. You're gonna have to jump down eventually. Come on, New Dog, it's okay, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. There we go. Good job. See, already got her nose on the ground, sniffing around, exploring the world. Can't really expect much out of her right now, but I just want to get her out of the house and let her learn to come here. Whenever I say here, of course. And there she goes. She's already found a coyote leg. Good job, I guess. I'll let y'all in on a little secret while I'm grabbing these cables. Since New Dog is a completely new beagle, doesn't really know that much about rabbit hunting or rabbits, I have plans to turn my old chicken lot into like a rabbit training pen. I think it's gonna be epic. We're not doing it in this video, but I am saying we are gonna do that later in the spring. So look forward to that, I guess, because I am. So we got these 2 cables, and then right here's the other one. RPS solar pumps. These are the connectors that we need to connect them. Let's try our best to get this done right. And for this, I'm actually gonna be switching over to GoPro, so see you in that. All right, now here we go, big reveal. Let's go ahead and push this over in the water. It's not really connected to much, but it's connected to something. It don't have to go deep. This isn't like the final installation. I'm just making sure it works again. I'll try to get the bathtub out of the way. It's probably gonna start bubbling right under it, as it is extremely full of water. All right, now let's go hook it up and see if it starts bubbling. Just need to run these 2 cords up through the bottom. Those 2. Now we turn it on. That should start turning on. And whenever it starts pumping, we'll run up to the front and see if it starts going. This is the solar panel, so we should have plenty of sun. All right, it's pumping. It's picking up pressure. It should follow the hose all the way down to, there we go. It is circulating water from wherever it is. And that's pretty good circulation too. The main thing with that is that it's supposed to circulate the water from like the bottom half of the pond to the top half of the pond and make sure it's all going. It's really picking up a lot. Very good. I'll take these cables back and this extra connector and should be good with this. And now on to the next thing we need to test. And that is our fish feeder that got flooded earlier in the video. I brought the battery and the little control system. So we'll head on over there, plug it in, hook it up, and we'll see if it works. All the battery and control stuff we need should be in this box. We'll walk on over and we'll get it hooked up and we'll go from there. That's our starting point. And also random, but check out this video I got today. A bunch of turkeys strutting and stuff right out there in the big field. That's pretty good because turkey season is right around the corner. New Dog, what did you find? She found a whole coyote body down there. I would say I don't even know where it came from, but I do. Anyways, let's get over here and let's hook this thing up. Come on, New Dog, let's go. Stay with me, stay with me. Come on, come on. Let's check out the creek. This is the creek. It collects in all of Turkey Foot Holler right here. And so all the water that rains into this big bowl, into this holler, drains all the way through the pond, which is why it can actually get, well, flooded. Flooded so much, so fast, that it actually got over the fish feeder. And I really hope that didn't destroy it. I'm about to walk in mud just to get over here. It's still higher than normal pool. I'm gonna try everything I can to not fall in this pond. All right, let's take the top off. We'll see what it looks like. Oh, new dog. There's water there, buddy. Watch it. Watch it. All right, looking in there, you can see it's all flooded. Oh, new dog. There's water there too, brother. Okay. You can see, I think the water line was here. That's crazy. Well, maybe not that high. I don't actually know. One thing I do know is that it got all over the motor, and I don't know if it actually works anymore. So basically it all comes down to, can I plug it into this and it works? If not, then it's a good chance it could be something messed up when the motor went under. Moment of truth. Nothing's turning on. I think the whole thing may be done. Oh gosh, that's crazy. This thing was expensive too. I'm not an electrician, but I don't think them supposed to get wet. Oh, new dog is swimming. New dog is voluntarily swimming at this point. All right, looking at the old fish feeder, maybe out of luck here. I don't know what to do, but I know that whatever we do, we need to get a fish feeder that works. Whether we fix that one, somehow get another one, and we need to figure out how to make it not flood. As you can tell, this is on a rock. It's a stationary position. If the water level does flood, which it may only do that once every 10 years, I don't know. We've not had this pond that long. But regardless, the fish feeder can't get out of the way. If we happen to put it on Greg, which is the dock way out there, then Greg should actually never flood, because as the water comes up, Greg will come up. I don't really know, but if we put a fish feeder on Greg, it should come up when the water comes up and goes down when the water goes down. Whenever we figure out, may have to just put a feeder on Greg instead. All right, little evening update for the pond. That's pretty much it. That's all I have to do today. Here in the next couple days though, we need to get the gangway hooked up to Greg. Simple as that. That's the next step. And then I guess I'll be thinking about what we're gonna do for a fish feeder. But we'll catch you guys in a couple days. And hopefully I don't fall in the water like New Dog. Oh, and something I forgot to mention. A lot of y'all already know this, but some of you may not. Whatever fish feeder we do go with, it's gotta be bear proof. And if you wanna know why, you can watch this video right here whenever you're done with this one. Because we done tried that. And we had a little bit of a situation. Anyways, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys, I was just about to leave. I think right over here on the other side of the pond dam, I think there's turkeys right here. So we're gonna sneak up and we're gonna see if we can see them. But I think they're right here. Must have been something about the pond dam. They didn't know I was here. So, yep, there they are. Oh my gosh, those are big ones too. Those are two big toms right there. Oh, and there's a bunch of hens. Well, that's cool. That's probably at least 10, 12 hens, and I seen two big gobblers right here. That's cool. That's cool. There they go. All right, guys. I'm still half asleep. However, we're meeting Dad down at the pond. Today's the day we're getting everything set up. He says he's got a lot of time. He's pulling out the excavator, pulling out some ropes. I'm gonna buy some chains today. We are setting up Greg, and it's about to happen right here, right now. But man, I'm sleepy. But I'm gonna hopefully get over that. I did wake up 4 minutes ago, though. At least I'm not the only one asleep, though. May, Soap, and Ed Special ain't even come out of the house. So they're cooked. Okay, let's get going. All right, well, we're rolling up. Looks like I'm late to the party. The excavator is moving, and the tree is already out of the road. I'm not gonna complain. Let's just pull it up and see what everybody else is doing. Oh, I think he's actually fixing the road from like the big potholes and stuff. That's good, because they're getting bad. I was gonna fix it with the tractor, but I don't have a tractor. Or not yet, at least. Anyways, we're heading over there to the pond. Looks like my dad and uncle's here. Should be a good time to get started, I guess. Apparently somewhere they got a biscuit for me. Or at least he said he was going to last night.
You got your biscuit in there for morning.
Where's it at?
It's on the
Right there?
side, sir.
All right.
put your post in.
Okay.
And you figure out where you want them at, and we'll put them in first.
First, you think we should get out the other dock and get it out of the way?
Well, we can get it out of the way.
Let's do that. Let's get out the old dock first because the post might be going right where it is.
Okay. Post is in the back of the truck, and there's 2 straps in the back seat of my truck. We'll tie one on each side and hook one to each tooth right there, and I'll pull that way, and when I pick it up, we want it balanced like this. So
The dock or that gangway?
The gangway.
All right.
Don't tie it level, let it back down and where it's like this.
All right.
And I pull up there and hook to it.
Okay, man, you can start on whatever part you want to, but I know I'm starting on this biscuit first. Sausage, egg biscuit. There's nothing in the world better if your name is Kendall Gary. Pretty good. Let's fill the top. It's pretty solid, pretty solid. I'm hoping it ain't salty. I don't like salty bread. Good egg. It's a real egg. The middle feels really good. The bottom is not burnt. I think this is going to be a good one. I really do. All right, here we go. That's good. That's real good. That's up there. That's up there pretty high. I'm going to go ahead and swallow the rest of it. And then it looks like we're moving one of the docks right now. There's not really any need to have 2 docks in Gary Pond side by side. Doesn't really make sense. All right, change of plans. It looks like we're putting the gangway on first.
Put it around that one side around your boat. There you go.
This side's got that piece of metal on it, so that weighs it down a little bit.
Lay it down, Marty. Now how much you like?
Yeah, we can get it. Stop right there, we can get it.
Just stick it up so it'll be level.
No, it'll be all right there.
You want to lay it on the ground or maybe pick it up?
Just leave it right there, I think.
Okay, I'll come hold this up.
I'm trying to figure out how we...
Better get your boat in one of them, if you don't, you'll lose it. Drop the other one down, that'll hold it. And then now you can just put them however you need. Tie nothing where we glue that on there.
No.
Fish string or something. Fish about all that. Tied where it can't go You'll be ready to launch. Come on. Yep.
I'd say get it to where those handles are right in between the 2 poles. Yeah, that's fine for now.
Pretty neat down.
Right there.
Right there?
Yeah. And that should keep us in line pretty good. So basically the whole chain will be the same thing, but wrapped in the middle. And I ain't wasting no time. Let's get this big chain. I bought the biggest chain I stinking could, okay? Because this is gonna serve a very, very important purpose. Maybe one of the most important. Making sure that that thing doesn't go that way. All right, let's get it. Oh gosh, I hope I got it long enough. I didn't. There's no way I didn't get that chain long enough. How does that happen? It is barely not long enough. That's as bad as I could do. I'm literally 1 foot off. Bro, that is not cool at all. That is not cool. That is insanity too. Like, that's literally insane. I don't even know how that's possible. How do I get a chain 1 foot too small? We literally measured this. Either way, we'll do our best. I can always buy an extra foot of chain and then hook it up with these, but we'll go ahead and we'll see. Maybe it'll stretch. It's not, but okay. Let's quick link this up. Man, that's crazy. So now that shouldn't go anywhere. If you remember back to the video where we set these up, these are concreted in, so they shouldn't go anywhere either. I like that. I like that a lot. And then I should be able to pick up on this. Drag it up in there, boys. Just like that. Then I'll come and I'll wrap it right here. And then it looks like I actually need about 3 foot more of chain. Ain't that crazy? How did I get so close, yet so far? That is not what I planned on. All right, well, it'll be right here whenever I get the chain. I'll go ahead and get that fixed up and get back with you guys here pretty soon. What? We'll leave it right there. That should hold it, and that way we won't forget about it. Now we need to try to figure out the same distance and put that other one on the other side. So far, so good. Once they leave, I've still got to go buy chains and stuff to make it official and permanent. The poles that we're putting in the ground right now, that's kind of going to be the supports that we can run side angling at the dock to keep it from blowing back and forth in the wind. I don't know what I'm looking for. Some kind of big old tape measure, but I ain't seeing it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there we go. That'll do it.
Down over.
All right, 34 feet. That's pretty much it. That's it right here. Push it out some. Push your bucket out that way a little bit. Yeah, there you go. I'd say it's pretty good then. And there we go. That's pretty much that. Update, guys. It's not pretty, but we are getting the other dock out of the pond. I still think we're going to use it somewhere else, but not necessarily in this pond because we've already got Greg. So should be pretty good. We put a lot of time into that dock and it just did not turn out the way we was hoping it would. But it's okay. Yeah, this one's full of water. All right, and there it is. All right, well, there's that. All right, guys, so I'm back here at the fish feeder. I realized yesterday, I was like, you know, something ain't right. This should at least turn on. So I went on back home and I charged this battery, and I'm pretty sure it may have just been the battery that was the problem yesterday. So this thing does turn on, but this thing was never in water. So I'm gonna connect it back to the motor like we did yesterday, and I'm actually gonna see if it'll test fire. Yeah, whenever I went home, I was like, well, just because the motor's dead doesn't mean that the display shouldn't work. And that's whenever I realized the battery was just dead. So let's go ahead and turn it on to test. It's going to give us a little countdown timer. All right, great news. The thing works. However, I don't think our job is done yet. I think we're still gonna have to come up somehow with a better place for this thing. I love it right here. It's super good, but I can't let this thing be here if there's a chance that it gets flooded again. Yep, it survived this time, but it may not survive next time. So I think sometime, hopefully before it floods again, I'm gonna have to find some more really big rocks and maybe even elevate this thing up another, at least that tall from the bottom, just to be safe, because that's really expensive and I do not want water to get in there and kill it. But yeah, good news, it does actually work. But now for the rest of the day, I've got to go buy some chains, buy some cables, maybe ropes. I've got to secure old Greg so that he shall never again breaketh out and die. We're moving it out. We're moving the tractor that almost killed me. I currently do not have a tractor, but something's in the works. Something pretty cool may be in the works. Look at the Easter flowers, that's cool. I still think we're gonna try to get the disc off the back though, because I can still use them if I do get another tractor. That's crazy. It's sitting in this ditch for a little while, but now she's heading out. I ain't mad that that tractor's leaving, it about killed me. We're gonna get us something else, something that won't break. What are you doing?
I'm gonna crack the plug and get the water, see if there's any water accumulated on the bottom, in the bottom of it. No water.
What are you doing there?
Oh, it's another plug on the. That was for the back end. This is for the front end. Let's see if it's any up here. It'll come out first. That's not really none there either. Yeah, it's milky, but it's no water separated. We'll go ahead and start it and load it.
It's crazy. Is it?
Not in gear right now.
No, it's jumped out. That's
Okay.
why
Let's
it
take
just
that
ran
off
away.
then.
So we got to set this on that and that in there.
That's where it was at, wasn't it?
It like jumps out and comes
Oh.
over here somewhere random.
Hang on just a second. Let me get down here where I can see.
I don't know if it needs to go over the.
Go forward or something here a little bit.
Got that job.
Huh?
Got that.
Got it.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. No, I beat everybody there.
Is it doing something?
It's out right there.
Okay.
Feels pretty good.
What? Is it already broke again? What?
I need to push this in. You push it in on. Put it up. I'll just do it.
The death tractor is rolling out, and I am rolling into Burger King.
Where's them? 24/7, 365. Take a picture of my tiny hamburger.
All right, guys, serious question. If you're out needing a fast food lunch break, what's your go-to spot? Because I'll be honest, Burger King, moving up in my lineup. I'm looking for rope. good rope. Water resistant rope. Here we go. There's rope, but not water rope. We need like the plastic rope, like this, but we need 110. You see, our dock's gonna look something like this, and right now we're looking for the diagonal ropes to keep the wind from blowing it side to side. 440 pounds, and there's 50 feet of it. I think we could probably make that work, but we're not gonna have any left over, and we're gonna need 2 of them. All right, guys, getting rope was a success. Probably gonna have to go somewhere else to get the chain, but I think I know a place I can get it. Besides that, we should be good. All right, we're just sitting here. We turn around, and there is geese landed on the pond. Hopefully they stay. They are actually swimming towards the duck house. So I wonder if they're gonna go see if they can sit on it. Come out here to try to catch some fish, and a geese just starts attacking your leg. That ain't fun.
I am bad boys up there is mean.
I think they're about to jump up on it. They are standing on the duck platform. I mean, these are just straight up wild geese. All right, guys, here we are. We're back at the pond. Today, what we're doing right now is going to be very special. First of all, we have a special guest coming up, Tyler's Reel Fishing. Team TRF. He's going to be making a video out here, which is sick, but that means that we're actually going to be bass fishing the pond for the first time. And that's going to be really cool, because it's about a year ago today in this video that we put 2 and 3 inch bass in the pond. They've had all year to grow, and I've not tried to catch them whatsoever. I did in this video. We caught 3. We casted 3 times. We caught 3 bass. It has not been bass fished whatsoever. So I'm excited, not only to see how good the fishing is, but also how big have they gotten. It's been about a year. It's been less than a year, really. This is gonna be pretty sick. I'm excited for today. It should be rolling up any minute too. Look at all the stinking minnows, dude. There's just wads and wads and wads of these minnows. That's a good sign. Really, whenever it comes down to, if you can make sure you got bait fish, everything else is gonna be okay. Oh my gosh! Look under the dock. There's big bluegill under the dock. Oh my goodness. Oh! All right, we're gonna be in good shape. This is about to be good. Dude, and there goes a bullfrog. Everything is in motion, boys. This is gonna be fun. I'm excited to fish this. This could be crazy. Let me look over here at these big rocks and see if I see any bluegill. I feel like around these rocks is what, I mean, I put these rocks in here for structure. You can see if you look closely, you'll see little minnows here and there, but really there should be bluegill and bass all around these. The water clarity's not great, so we can't see that great just yet, but I'm pretty sure I just heard a big bass blow up over there. And Tyler, he's like a legit fisherman too, so like he's probably gonna teach me how to fish this place. And he's gonna be a really good person that can actually pull out some fish out of here so we can see. Because I can catch fish every now and again, but I'm not a pro. Everything's looking good for the pond. That's what I like. And then right here a little bit later, we'll be going and getting the John boat. Oh, I don't even know if I told you about that. We're getting a boat for the pond. It's gonna be crazy. Rolling up. Yeah, you can take any route you want to. We made a very big path.
And he's rocking the Team TRF shirt.
I know.
Let's go. Heck yeah. A tenderloin biscuit.
A tenderloin, I think it's pig.
Okay. I've never had a tenderloin biscuit.
Well, today may be the day then. We'll let you crack them open and see whichever one you think looks best.
Okay, let's see.
This one's the sausage. It's a pretty basic biscuit.
Pretty basic biscuit.
For the Creek Mart, that's what we got. It's like a big piece of a pig, you know? Maybe.
Are we talking like mostly fatty here, or is this?
Probably.
And I'm gonna stick with the sausage.
Okay.
Maybe you'll
Probably
maybe you'll have a bite. Who knows? Let me go meet the boys.
Howdy.
Howdy. What's going on, guys? Let's go. On the TikTok. All right, my first Kentucky biscuit.
Oh.
Is this the gas station special?
Oh yeah.
Okay. It's a good tasting biscuit.
Biscuit looks a little dry.
That's still pretty moist, I'll say.
It was probably prepared at 7:30 this morning.
This is beautiful country.
It's pretty cool.
Uh-huh. I was singing some Darius Rucker as I passed under the Cumberland Gap.
There you go.
You know, felt like I was heading to Gotham City or something.
As for looks, I wouldn't say we got much, but we do have fish and, what do you call it? Utilitarian?
Yeah.
Working wise, it works.
It's working.
Yeah.
Hey, you say you don't got looks. I live in Dallas right now. This is the looks right here, my friend. This is gorgeous.
Okay.
I love it.
We got us a nice pontoon dock. Name's Greg.
Okay.
It'll be cool to see what you think about it.
Yeah.
And we've never caught bass out of here before, so they've never seen a bait before.
Oh, sick.
And they've been pumped full of steroidal fish food for a year.
Yeah, we love radioactive Kentucky bass. Yeah.
We're talking about putting smallmouth in the pond. He thinks they can survive. I think they can. Yeah. We put smallmouth in a pond they're not supposed to be in, and they survived for a year. But I think this one's way better. Just oxygen will do a lot for them. Yeah. Before we get started, I'm gonna let you take a look at something that you may or may not remember that you helped create. Okay.
What do you mean I helped create?
You helped create it because I asked you a bunch of questions about it. We have the KG bass fishing kit.
Oh,
I just want to see what you think about it because
Okay.
I wanted something simple that I'm like, even if I take this out, I can probably tackle most ponds. But then also, if somebody don't know what they're doing, they can get it and then go. But I'm gonna let him open it and see what he thinks. And it fits in the fanny pack, which is nice.
So does it come with the fanny pack?
It does not.
Okay, got it.
But I know they on the same website. You open it up and just see what you think.
Well, first of all, look at this gorgeous man of God.
It does look good. It does look good.
Hashtag Greg Gang. Okay, we've got a good collection of things here. We got 2 stick baits.
Yeah.
That's probably the best one you can go with. I'm not sure about the color selection.
Okay.
This one's fine. I would just go with like a watermelon here instead of
another watermelon.
Well, no,
That's a watermelon. It's like a dark watermelon.
Oh, okay. Then go black and blue. Well,
black and blue?
I would go lighter watermelon and black and blue.
Okay.
Because I don't know how many bait fish eating. Well, I don't know.
Well, I was thinking just pond bass are stupid. They like white.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do that. Squarebill crank and a plopper style. That's great. 2 fantastic ones. And then we've got a small little spinnerbait. Nothing wrong with that. A collection of bobber stoppers, nice, and the bead. We got some lead weights, good. Most pond kids don't need tungsten. And then we got some wide gap hooks to go along with the worms.
And then we should have wacky hooks, unless this one just don't have them.
Well,
no, there's wacky hooks.
You do have a Ned rig hook.
Ooh, and there's no wacky hook? No, there's some wacky hooks in here. Maybe I've used this one before.
Okay.
There's some. They're in there.
You know what? This is a great beginner bass fishing kit for ponds, and especially when you partner it with the KG camo fanny pack. I gotta try it on to give you the full review.
And you can wear it you can wear it like that. You can wear it tactically across your shoulder. You can probably wrap it around your neck 3 times.
Here, this is to protect the man parts.
Yeah.
With the Kendall Gray fishing kit.
See, boom, right there. You take a fishing pole on that. You're 12 years old. You're ready to do some damage at some ponds.
Final review. 9.5 out of 10.
All right.
Fix the soft plastic colors, and you got a 10 out of 10.
All right, if you could only pick 2 soft plastics for ponds and rivers, whatever, what would they be?
It is a soft plastic jerkbait, like a fluke, and a sinker.
What color would the fluke be?
Watermelon red.
Okay.
Well, unless you got just bait fish in your pond. But bass prefer to eat bluegills because they're a bigger snack.
Yeah.
So that's why I go watermelon. Why is my phone blowing up? I'm filming YouTube videos, Mom. All right. Shop below. Use code TRF. I'm just kidding. I don't have a code.
Yeah, use code TRF10. 10% off.
TRF10, 10% off. There we go.
KendallGrayOutdoorCo.com/ first link description, or just scan this QR code. That'll take you to it. They know what I mean. They know what I mean. But what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to start off with a Cinco or whatever. But I had these boys right here in fan mail a couple videos ago. They made these, so I'm going to throw them. I'm going to go with the pink one. I'm going to go wacky rig. That's my plan. Something simple, something light, nothing heavy. He's starting off on Greg. We're going to go over here to the fish feeder. We'll see what happens. What do you think? I'm gonna be running that little pink worm. I think it'll do good. The water's not super clear, so pink may be good. I'm just gonna toss it down here in this little, by these rocks. This is crazy. I ain't never done this before. Having the pond this long, I've still never fished it for bass. I don't know. And I'm gonna fish it fast because I'm lazy. I don't have patience. So I'm just gonna fish it as a topwater. We'll see how it goes. I may switch baits or something. I don't know. I feel like if there's a bass that sees this, I feel like he'll probably be pretty aggressive because they've never seen a hook before. All they've seen is free food. They got one, but it's not even a bass. He snagged a trout. There's less trout in here than bass. Statistically impossible. You caught a rainbow trout
On a jerkbait.
There's less trout in here. Something. There's less trout. There's 12 trout.
There's 12 trout.
Yeah.
Wow.
50 bass. Good job. So he did bite it, then.
Oh, he did it. That's for sure.
Okay, sweet. looky there.
I don't think he's gonna.
Nah, he'll be all right. Catfish will eat him.
Oh, okay. What do you mean? He'll die.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Usually trout don't survive it.
Yeah, I know you're supposed to wet your hands with trout, but it's
All right.
It's Kendall's trout. Oh gosh. Oh.
You want to turn him back or
You can
what?
turn it back, yeah. So technically, that's okay. Not a success. I have to catch one bass at a pond for it to be a success.
Wow.
But we've had a good time, and we caught a fish. So I'd say we're halfway there.
Halfway there. If we can pull out a fish, I was really expecting it to be more. I think it's cold.
It is fun. Yeah.
I think the water's cold, but. Well, there's a bass right here in this corner. That's where we saw the other one blow up too.
Oh, I've got one.
A fish?
No way. No way. What do we got?
Please be a bass.
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 See,
He's
bass.
big. He's big. Yes. Oh, baby. Hey. Bass.
Finally. Is he chunky or is he just small?
Pretty fat. Look at that, folks. Kendall Gray's home pond. Yeah, a really fat bass. He absolutely choked.
Let's go.
The 3/8 ounce tungsten thunder.
Let's go.
Come on. Check.
That's pretty good for a year old, right?
It is pretty good, and you can tell Kendall's got these fish on what's the opposite of a diet?
Bulk.
Yeah, he's got these bass on creatine. And these were 3 inches last year.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You can see how he's healthy. Well, how big he is compared to his mouth. A lot of times you'll see a big head and a little body.
Exactly.
These are big body, little head. That's good.
You know what's interesting is that he's actually resembling the local rocks, because this here's a block of coal, he said, and he's got some turquoise on his head that kind of matches the blue of the coal. You've got some really pretty bass right here, and they yearn for the mines. We got radioactive Kentucky coal bass in here.
I'm gonna say for a 1 year fish, we're happy with it.
Absolutely. You know what? In case it's the only one we get, we got to get a selfie of this fish.
Yeah. The only one. Oh gosh.
But dude, they started schooling over there, and then I
know.
caught one.
I'm about to throw in the top water. What are we doing over here, boys?
No
Now,
way.
what can you tell us about this bass? What do you think he's eating?
This bass-
Can you tell by looking at
You
it?
can't really tell by looking at him, and he's a largemouth, so he has no tongue patch.
Yeah.
Sometimes largemouth do have them, but it's mostly a spotted bass thing. Some smallmouth too. But I can just tell he's eating very good.
That is a big.
Yeah.
He is fat.
If I was better at like feeling their belly, it's not crawfish because you'd feel lumps.
Yeah, and there
you'd feel
shouldn't
lumps
be any
there.
crawfish in here.
Okay, got it.
Supposed
But
to be.
he's eating good, so that's all that matters.
See, if he's eating that good, do you think he's eating so good that he's not wanting air baits, or do you think?
No,
It's not the best
I don't
day.
care how good they eat. If they don't see a lure, they're going to eat one eventually. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be proud of this fish if I was you.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
That's awesome.
I'm going to give him a respectful release. See it beautiful.
Was that on the chatterbait?
That was on the old chat. So I was gonna film an intro, but the frogs were being a little loud. That'll do.
Yeah, it'll do it. All right, guys, it's been a few days. Here's what's happened. I went over down to Gary Pond, and I went ahead and picked up the bathtub. The bathtub has actually been at Gary Pond for pretty much all winter since last fall. But it's not really supposed to be there. This is supposed to be the pond hopping boat. So today, me and we're heading out to pick up an official vessel that will forever live on Gary Pond. A bigger bathtub too. One that won't be moving around as much. It's gonna be our destroyer. If Greg is the aircraft carrier, then we're picking up the destroyer. Long story short, we're heading out to get us a John boat that's gonna live at Gary Pond for a long time. However, we don't exactly know if it floats yet. As for safety, we should be okay. We're in good hands.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Yeah, be all right.
Shouldn't have too many problems. A little Facebook Marketplace pickup. We're gonna get it. That's our discount right there.
The 100% off coupon.
Yeah. All right, we're heading on a Facebook Marketplace adventure. Here we go. All right, we have arrived at the scene, and we're gonna hop out and check it out and see what it looks like. I ain't even sure how big it is, but boat's boat. Oh, what we got?
There's your boat.
There's the boat. Got a little water in it, but that
At least
also,
it ain't gonna sink.
yeah, it lets us know it ain't gonna sink. Where's that gash at you was talking about?
I seen it somewhere.
May not be bad. Oh, right here. That might be it. Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, it probably won't get over that.
That's it.
copperhead. Nah, I'm just kidding.
That's all right, Ethan. We're good.
Let's see. Let's tip out this last little bit of water.
There's the man in the truck.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, that should be good. Then I'll grab a few straps. We'll be good to go.
No, it was black dark.
Our John boat adventures turned into tractor shopping. Tractor educate. Come on. We still needed some tractor. We need a John boat, but we also need a tractor.
You can get in there and check it out.
How long you had this?
Oh, I've had that one probably about 5 years. But I run it when I run hay. I run it about 10 hours a day, so I like it comfortable and
Yeah.
you got the air and all that good stuff. And so, if you're baling hay, you know you need to have something where you don't, not out in the elements. And then of course the smaller one, I just use it around here.
How do you like it?
I love it. It gets around. I can do anything around the house or anything like that, but.
Pick deer up and skin them with it.
Pick a deer. Yeah. If the tires are not flat on it. It's got forks on the front of it.
Okay.
And, it does all kinds of universal stuff for this. And, of course, I take it off and put a, where is it? My hay spear.
Let's go look at that one.
That might be more up to what you're looking for, honestly.
Yeah, not big, but enough to do a little bit here and there, I guess.
Yeah, it's 50 horsepower. He'll do about anything you want to do. And it's got and I look for that power reversal because over the years when I drove them, changing gears in them's awful, but all that does is that right there too. So it's pretty automatic as well. Now they sell the same tractor in an automatic, but it's a little bit higher. So I'd rather have the standard shift because it does, the same thing really.
What do you think about the hydrostatic?
I like it. It's just more expensive, and I'd rather. I'm sort of old school, so I like the clutch and being able to change the gears in it, downshift or whatever the case may be. I think your foot would get tired after a while if you left it on that hydrostatic.
Especially if you're driving a lot, like hey.
Yeah.
All right, guys, boat has been picked up. It wasn't actually from Facebook Marketplace. It was just Ethan's boat. We went and picked it up.
Yeah, nice Facebook find, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm banned.
So now we're taking it back home. As for the tractor, still in search of a tractor. Not a secret. It's part of it. Maybe getting something soon. I don't know. We're gonna have to eventually. But
I'll trade you new dog for it.
you want the new Beagle?
No, you'd have to pay me.
Oh. I'll trade you the new Beagle for the boat. I'll do it. I really will.
I bet you would, wouldn't you? Steve.
No, not Steve. But regardless, we got a little bit of daylight left. We're gonna try to get it up to the pond and see if it floats.
We're racing the clock.
Yeah, racing the sun.
Forza IRL.
It may float, it may not. There is a big hole in it. It just depends on how far it sinks up whenever somebody sits in it.
It'll float till my big back self gets in it.
We'll see. Ain't this the second time in this video that we ate this? Or was that another day? That's another day. Well, look at what ones, boys. Got a herd of geese.
Scott, Scooter, and Scooter.
We done, Scooter? They're like, you're not supposed to be here right now. Anyways, guys, we made it to the pond, but here's the thing. We're losing light fast, getting cold. We didn't bring a life jacket, and there's a hole in the side of the boat. Probably gonna take it back home, JB weld that little hole, and then bring it back out here tomorrow when we're a little more prepared. But yeah, we're gonna eat. See y'all tomorrow. All right, guys, heading into the pond. Look what we got over here in this field. Big old gobble gobbles, and those are toms too. They were just strutting a second ago. I'm not gonna stop because I figured out if I stop the truck, sometimes it freaks them out a little bit too much and they get really scared. So I'm just gonna nonchalantly keep driving, and maybe they'll just get used to me driving by. But remember that field? I was talking about that field not too long ago about, guys, we're hoping to have a lot of drive-by encounters with deer and stuff right there. Okay, that's what we want it to be, kind of almost like a pet deer place in a way where they feel really comfortable. That's a good start. We got some turkeys, and turkey season's not very far away. It's actually really, really, really soon. But yeah, rolling up to the pond. I don't think the geese are here anymore. They seem to just come by at night, which I don't know what all that's about, but it's whatever they want to do. It's fine with me, I guess. We'll dump this boat out, and today we're going to see if it floats. We are going to put this thing in the water, see if it floats, and then get it situated.
I don't think it weighs too much.
No. Go ahead and unhook her over there. This thing over there.
All right, there's a ratchet strap.
There we go. I think they're supposed to be a piece of wood right here, but it is gone. But that shouldn't be a problem for us. I don't think we're going to be needing it. I don't believe it weighs too much. If you grab that front, we'll walk it down.
This is like twice as light as the bathtub.
Oh, yeah.
And it's longer.
Yeah. Push this vessel in there. Alright, boys, I'm going out.
That's a heck of a way to test the boat out, ain't it?
That's a good way to test it, all at once.
Oh, you're golden right there because the hole's above the line and it's not even to it yet.
Where is the hole?
On the other side, right behind you.
Here, walk out on Greg and I'll paddle over there.
Oh, that's killer.
I ain't making much ground, am I? See, we got to test this because if a john boat can get water in little cracks and then it freezes and expands, that could open it up. So,
I know.
I found a leak.
You know what it was, don't you?
What?
When you lean forward where the handles are.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because that one handle went. You're making progress, but not good progress. Looks like you're going back out in the water now.
I think we're going to name this one Kevin.
Really?
That way it's Kevin and Greg. You got to watch out. Hey, if Kevin and Greg get together doing something, you better just get out of the way. This water is freezing, too.
Is it?
Actually, I'm going to do this right here. Watch this. Watch this. Big dock. Dock up real quick. I didn't notice any big leaks, but there's one little spot back here in the back that we might have a little bit of water coming in. Nothing that something small can't fix. What do you think about it?
Pretty cool.
Looks good in here, don't it?
Yep. Our weather's dumb. It was like 20 yesterday morning. Now it's like 80.
That, I believe that water came in from splashing. That water's getting kind of wet in that corner. Not sure about that. And then right here at this little gap, there might be a hole. I'm gonna get on it and weigh it down some more.
Is that the stern or the bow?
I don't know.
I don't know how to boat terminology.
But here's where it gets interesting. Okay. For storage of Kevin.
Oh,
We're putting him under Greg. There he goes. So for storage, he's gonna be under here, under the floor, so that he won't get rained on either. The only question I really have is how am I supposed to get him out? He went all the way back. See, from right here, this way, the floor is solid. So that if Kevin's sitting right under here, he shouldn't get wet when it rains.
you just put a rope at the end and just push him back through. When you need him, just pull the rope.
That'd be nice, but we need him to not be able to come out here, because if he comes out here and it rains, then he sinks. But yeah, Kevin, he's way back here. I didn't tie a rope to him somehow and have a little hook right here so I can hook it and then tie it right here, and then just push it whenever I'm ready to get him out.
That's
Could do
even
that.
better idea,
Could do that.
because he can't come past this.
No, he can't come past that. So as long as he's back here somewhere,
Just give him a push.
he's fine. Old Kevin and Greg, newest link of the Gary Pond Navy. We had the Air Force here last night, but they flew away. Anyways, I think that's a big old upgrade. Old Gary Pond's coming along quick too. We got the walkway situated, got a new boat, made the fish feeder work. I ended up getting it to work, now it's shooting out fish feed. I even mounted that fish feeder right there. I didn't show y'all that. We done all kinds of things. But if you got any other really cool ideas we need to do to Gary Pond, comment below. And over the summer, it's starting to warm up, so we can start doing some pretty cool stuff. Click over here if you want to see a video from a year ago when we actually stocked the fish. You can see how much they've grown in a year. Or right over here for whenever me and Tate went out and caught some rainbow trout to actually stock in the pond right here behind me.